Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Cutting right to the point, for today's video I wanted to sit down and just do some type of glam look. I feel like for the past several videos I've been wearing super light glam. I mean, it has honestly been weeks since I put on eyeshadow, which is absolutely horrifying considering my job is literally a makeup artist. I put together this winged out bronzy half cut crease eye look that I absolutely am in love with, and then I added these gold little star freckles, which you will see later on in the video, which is such a cute little touch that I am so in love with. And then I just paired it with this nude lip, and this is the look that I came up with. I'm getting like very summery festival vibes. I know summer is like basically over with, and that means back to school season is coming. Whew, check out last week's video if you need a tutorial on it, but I figured I would do this little festival kind of inspired look just to bring us back to the good old days. All that being said, if you guys would like to see how I created this look, make sure you keep on watching. So to start off, I already went ahead and I primed my face using my moisturizer, and then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick in the shade Y365 for a base. It's actually been so long since I've done a full coverage glam. I feel like I've only been doing light, really natural glam for a very long time now, so I'm super excited to actually be doing a real look today, and this is going to be a super fun one as well. I'm also going to grab a little bit of Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Natural Beige and just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to dip into my beauty blender and kind of use this foundation to blend out the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. These are both my favorite foundations for very different reasons, so I'm going to get the best of both worlds today. Oh my god, I can't believe I've actually never tried mixing these two foundations together. I guess I've never really thought about it because the Makeup Forever one is a stick and then the Too Faced one is a liquid, but my skin looks so good right now. Oh my god. To conceal today, I'm going to grab my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium Honey and just highlight the high points of my face. I don't know if it's all the studio light that we added, but I think, if my eyes are not deceiving me, that we are having a super good skin day today, which makes me so happy. Thank you for once in my life. To lock our face in place today, we're going to be using, of course, the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. During the summertime, I really like only setting up my nose area and then under my eyes because those are the two areas that definitely wear out the fastest and get the most creases. So I really just like setting here to lock them in place. But then as for the rest of my face, I literally just add the lightest layer of powder possible, if even powdering at all, because I really like the summer dewy foundation look, as you guys know. I feel like it just looks so beautiful and so natural, and I am going to a party / event tonight that I'm literally so excited for. It is the Desi and Katie Dose of Colors launch. I am so proud of them and so excited to try the products, but I definitely need this foundation and makeup look to last a very long time because it is early in the morning today, and I have to wear this at like 7 p.m. tonight, so definitely want to keep this in place. I definitely want this look to be super golden and bronzy today, so of course we have to pack on the bronzer. And for this, I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola bronzer as always, and then my Morphe M405 brush, and you guys know you can use code JAMES for 10% off all Morphe brushes. Since I didn't pack on the setting powder today, I'm being very light when I'm applying this bronzer because if I dig it into my face too hard, it's definitely going to leave the powder looking super patchy, and I definitely don't want it to cling onto the still kind of wet foundation. So I'm just being super light and letting that color get on there naturally. Alright, so lesson to you guys, I literally just did exactly what I said not to do, and I was bronzing too hard, and now if you can see right here on camera, my foundation is coming up a little bit and starting to separate. So I'm just going to lightly go over that with some more setting powder just to make sure that area is really locked in place because I don't want my foundation to wear off. Next, I'm going to grab my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and my Anastasia A22 brush, and I'm going to dip into this light yellow shade right up in here and just use that a little bit to reinforce the highlights on my face. It's always good to reinforce those highlights that we originally put on with a concealer just because after bronzer and contour, that brightness can sometimes get lost amongst the blending and everything, so it's always good to reinforce it and make sure we are snatched and fully chiseled. I'm next going to grab my Luxie 180 nose contouring brush and dip into the middle shade and the left shade of the Shade and Light palette and then lightly contour my nose. I'm going to grab a little bit more Laura Mercier powder and just lightly bake the sides of my nose just to make sure it's really locked in place. I guess might as well go really full time and bake the rest of my face too. It has definitely been a hot minute. Why not? I just went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. You guys have seen me doing them literally a million times, so I figured might as well just skip out on it today. As well, I kind of want to cry right now because I literally just did my entire eye on camera and explained everything, only to realize I wasn't actually recording. So normally my videos don't go in this order. Normally I do one on camera, then off. I guess one eye is already done, so now we're going to do the other one on camera again, but this time we better be recording. I'm going to start off with my M433 brush and dipping into the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to grab this kind of mac and cheese type shade and I'm just going to put that all up in the crease. I'm literally so annoyed right now because doing eye looks on camera and having to explain everything literally takes me forever, but I can literally recreate the same eye look off camera in like 10 minutes no matter what eye look it is, so I know I'm going to be late to my event now and this is not what I wanted to happen. I'm next grabbing another M433 brush and I'm going to dip into this orange shade right up in here and put that in the crease once again to deepen it up. When I get to this outer corner, I am going to wing out the shadow quite a bit because we want that like blended out festival type makeup look. Next, I'm going to dip into this warm tone brown shade right up in here and start to deepen out the outer corner and blend that up a little bit into the crease. Then with my M562, I'm just going to blend out those edges. Using my M509 brush, I'm just going to grab the slightest bit of the black shade from the bottom corner and just deepen out the very, very, very outer V. I'm going to be super, super careful with this color because adding too much black can really ruin this look very, very, very quickly. And this black in this palette is super, super pigmented as well. So I'm just going to add a light amount and then blend it out. Like I said, I'm being super, super careful when blending this out. I definitely am not going for a black smoky eye look today. Maybe that's next video, but for now, I just want to deepen up that outer corner. So adding black is really, really risky, but can definitely look great if you do it right. I'm going to add some glitter on top of the lid, but as a base, I'm going to go to my Morphe 35O palette and my Makeup Shack T6 brush, and I'm going to dip into this orange shade in the bottom right corner and just use this to carve out the crease. Oh, the shadow is literally so pretty. Oh my god. Once that shadow's on there, I'm just going to grab a clean blending brush and go right over those edges to make sure everything is really, really diffused and blended out. Except for the crease, obviously, but that's kind of the whole point. To add a little bit of glitter and more pop to this eye look, I'm going to grab these Stila liquid glitter stuff in Rose Gold Retro. You guys know these are so bomb. I'm just going to lightly pat this over top of that shadow. Oh yeah, wow, that is what we're looking for. That looks so pretty. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with my M433 and dip into that burnt orange shade once again and just put a little bit of it down. Right after I dust away this glitter fallout. Oh my. I'm definitely going to hug the shadow very, very close to the lash line. When I get to this outer corner, I'm also going to blend it up into this dark outer wing portion, being very, very careful to not really take it down into this area, just like I kind of just did, because that's when things start getting really, really muddy, like right here, but no worries, we're going to fix it. Next, I'm going to grab my M509 brush and dip into this dark brown shade right here and define the very, very upper lash line. Lower lash line. Then with my M149 and a little bit of burnt orange, I'm just going to blend that out because once again, we definitely don't want a black smoky eye. One trick that I love to do is grabbing my beauty blender and a little bit more of that translucent powder that I use. Doesn't matter which one. And I'm just going to put a little bit of powder right underneath that shadow to kind of bake it and lighten it back up to skin tone. And this will actually really do a good job of cleaning everything up. And then finally, I'm going to grab my NYX Wonder Pencil in the lightest shade, and I'm going to use this to line my waterline. Since this look is super, super intense and dark on those outer corners, I definitely want to use a lighter color in the waterline to open my eyes back up, or else they're going to look super, super small and tiny. For mascaras today, I'm going to do a light coat of Benefit Roller Lash. You guys know this is my all-time fave. And then for lashes, I'm going to pop on my House of Lashes Iconic Lights. It has been so long since I've used these lashes, and I'm honestly so excited. I'm getting like so much nostalgia. I feel like I've been using Lily Lashes Miami's for the past like 64 years straight, so it's time for a little bit of a switch up. For that classic golden glow, of course, you guys know we're going to be using the Anastasia So Hollywood Illuminator. I use this all the time, like literally in every single video, but it truly is so good, and it works really perfectly for my skin tone as well. I find that oftentimes a lot of highlighters can leave a gray cast on my skin because I do have a pretty light skin, or it'll just look really, really wonky in general, so definitely would recommend So Hollywood. Oh, see, look how pretty this is. I'm of course going to put this on my brow bone as well. You guys know the drill by now. I'm also going to highlight my nose using my M431 brush. Alright, so that is the glow all complete, and before we actually move on to the lips, I do want to do something a little bit fun for this look. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you know that this whole redoing my setup process has been quite the process. Yes. A few weeks ago, Mr. Kate came over and actually helped me rearrange this entire beauty room, and now I've actually rearranged it again, but regardless, they've always been one of my favorite channels. I love their videos so freaking much, and they have been a major source of inspiration for all my apartment decorating stuff. And when Kate was over, she did give me her little Mr. Kate beauty mark stickers, and I did test these out earlier on, but I'm going to be putting these like little gold stars up in here on my highlight area because why not? I'm just gonna take my little pair of eyelash tweezers and I'm going to cut out my stars. I just removed the plastic film from the top as well, and then I'm just going to place it on my skin where I want it, and I think I'm gonna put this right over here on my highlight region, and then I'm just gonna hold it in place, and I have a damp towel here, and I'm just going to press this right into the skin. I tested this out earlier as well before I actually did this whole look to make sure that this wouldn't mess up my entire face of foundation, and it did not. It looked super, super great, so I am not worried. I am just being really, really careful though, because obviously we don't want our entire face to get wet, just the part that has the little sticker on it. As we learned in my video from a few weeks ago, most makeup is definitely waterproof. This is literally exactly like all the temporary tattoos that we all did when we were like 8 years old, but just a whole lot prettier. All right, and once it's been on for 30 seconds, I'm just gonna give it a good little pat and then peel it off. Yes! I love how these gold freckles turned out. They're literally so freaking cute. If you guys want to check out Mr. Kate, please, I'll leave her stuff down below. Her channel is so amazing, and so is her shop as well. And by the way, speaking of it, down below, from now on, all products that I use in all my tutorials will be listed in the description. So if you see something that I'm using or you want to shop anything that I'm using, always check down below first. Obviously, the eyes and the face are very, very bold, so for the lips today, I definitely want to keep it a light nude. So I'm first going to start off by lining my lips using the MAC lip pencil in the shade Whirl. All right, and last but finally not least, I'm gonna set my face in place using my Morphe Prep and Set Setting Spray. All right, sisters, and that is this bronzy gold festival style makeup look. I don't know what the hell to call this, all complete. I really, really love how this turned out, especially the gold freckles. Today's video was absolutely chaos, but it turned out pretty in the end, and I guess that's all that matters. If you guys like this look and enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below and subscribe if you have not already. I post 3 videos a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I'd love to have you join the sisterhood. If you'd like to follow me on my makeup journey, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both just James Charles. And my Snapchat for more behind the scenes type stuff is James Charles with an extra S after Charles. This week's shout out goes to Sister Haneen. Thank you so much, girl, for always following and supporting. You know I love you so much. And if you would like to be next week's sister shout out, make sure to always retweet my video links when they go live on Twitter. Sisters, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!